Russell Steinberg. I'm a composer and pianist. I conduct the Los Angeles Youth Orchestra, and I do pre-concert talks for the Los Angeles Philharmonic. I'm making this intro because this series is really something different than any other music appreciation course you're going to find. I spent a year exploring the entire set of Beethoven's piano sonatas with a small group of music lovers on Zoom. What I do in these talks is share the musical forces that are actually unifying and motivating these pieces. I'm fascinated with how they're put together from a composer's perspective. All of this is to help you follow the music more clearly and feel the emotion much more strongly. Now, this is not a polished production. I'm speaking here from my living room, informally, dealing with the technology of computers, audio and screen sharing, responding to people's questions and comments. But we're having a great time together, and I think the content is going to make it seem very worth it. We're on a voyage of discovery, and what you're going to find is that your understanding and listening ability in this music is just going to skyrocket. We will unlock the genius of Beethoven's piano sonatas one movement at a time. Here are some short excerpts that give you an idea what the talks are like. To understand what Beethoven's doing in this Pathetique Sonata is going to give you huge insight for when we get to the later crazy works of Beethoven, the late quartets, the late piano sonatas and everything, because the ideas are all in this. And you can see that Beethoven is eternally mining these ideas. So the other thing I'm going to show you, which I don't think anyone talks about, but I think it's really interesting, is this Pathetique is a throwback to his first sonata. Does that make any sense to you? Well, we'll talk about it, because I think that's something interesting as well. Let me show you what I mean. The first piano sonata, as I've told you many times, starts with a rocket. You go straight up, right? And then you have the turn. So that's the rocket, and then the turn. Okay, so that is the signature thing. Well, what do you have in the Pathetique? A rocket. So does that have a turn? It doesn't seem like it at first, because but if you look at if you listen to the bass, suspiciously like a turn to me. Well, now he's still doing the turn, but he's coming up with the idea. It doesn't have to be just the notes right around it. It can really be notes farther away. So right in the Waldstein, you get this figure. Right? Same idea of turning around. It's not that different. But it's much more expanded, and it goes even farther, as we'll see. It gets to the point where you can actually have just whole scales going up, and in a way that's also a kind of turn, or that's also the same kind of idea. And he realizes you can tap into an incredible reservoir of energy by doing that. There are a total of 27 videos. Each of them are about 2 hours in this three-part series. And in addition to that, you get YouTube links of my examples and of all different interpretations of these sonatas. So the idea is that you listen to a session and then you go back and listen to different master pianists play these sonatas. I think it's going to be a perfect series for music lovers who really want to understand how Beethoven's music actually works, how it's put together, and for those who really want to have a deeper connection to his genius. So join me and let's uncover the magic of these sonatas together.